Luis, should Liverpool fans be worried this season on the goal drought, which happened last season among Mane, Firmino and others? No notable goal-scoring options out of the front three.
No, I don't think so. I think that from last year, the difference is 15 goals, around that, 15, 17 goals, the difference between the year they won the Premier League and this year. And I have to say that, this year you could see that Mane hasn't been in the best shape at scoring goals, but Salah has been outstanding once again. Firmino a little bit low, but this year with Jota, Minamino, players who can add a little bit more at the front three goal scoring, I think they'll be fine. I think they're going to be back with that good Preseason to score goals like we've seen before.
Do you think that was a bit of an anomaly that they weren't scoring like last
Well,
season?
I wouldn't be too concerned. I'd want my front three to be firing in all cylinders, but I think where one of the big problems is, and we discussed this midway through last week when somebody put the potential Liverpool team up, and the midfield was Jordan Henderson, Thiago and Fabinho. And last year it was evident to me, forgetting the problems at the back, they were not getting enough goals from midfield. And I look at that midfield three at the moment, and there's no goals in it. You know, Henderson's a worker, Thiago's a passer, and Fabinho's a really good reader of the game who can play centre half or defensive midfielder. But you really need goals from the middle of the park. And if you look at Man City last year, Gundogan had his best ever goal-scoring season domestically. He was fantastic. And at times when games were tight, he popped up with the goals, as Wijnaldum has done for Liverpool generally. And I do think Liverpool will need to address that aspect of the game, because you can't always rely on the front three. It's like when your striker's having a bad time. Striker's having a bad time, Harry Kane's having a bad time, Aguero's having a bad time, whoever it is, then you need the Gerrards of this world, the Gundogans, the Lampards in their heyday, who all got somewhere between 15 and 20 goals per year. And that really took the pressure off some of the front lines. I think that's one of the things I look at with Liverpool and think, right, if they're having some issues up front, who is going to score the goals from the middle of the park? And we'll see how that pans out.
All right. Yuri Shaka says, does a pre-season embarrassment really affect the team, or do you just shrug it off because it is pre-season?
Shrug it off, it's pre-season. I mean, that's generally the approach. Even, especially early in pre-season, that's not an issue. When I played pre-season, and especially early on, you want to work on specific things. Speaking from my perspective, I want to work on taking my crosses today, so I come for everything that's slung over. Whether I get there or not doesn't bother me the next day at all.
Would it matter for Real Madrid, Luis, that Rangers beat them today?
Definitely a little bit, because to be honest, he's been very quiet on the transfer market. You can see when two of your centre backs are leaving the club or potentially leaving the club, and you cannot find replacement that raise your level for next year, I'm sure that they're going to be worried a little bit. It's not because of the result, it's because what you're showing on the field.
Oh, your social media is going to be good tonight. You slurred Scottish football there. Oh, how can Rangers beat Real Madrid, the Scottish champions?
But that's true. But in the way Real Madrid think, they have to beat everybody. The way that their fans think, you know?
Yeah, but we're only talking about the people that are going to tweet you later. Say, you have demeaned Scottish football again here tonight. Not me, nothing to do with me. I just sweep up, make the tea.
You know what you're doing? You're just stirring the pot.
Just separate yourself from everything so quickly.
I remember,
unbelievable.
I remember after the year that we won the title at Celtic, and the following pre-season we played Tottenham, and everybody's pre-season starts at a different time. Mm-hmm. And we beat Tottenham 5-0 at Celtic Park. I mean, it wasn't a big surprise. We had a good side with likes of Henrik Larsson and others, Paul Lambert. But we absolutely hammered them. It could have been 10. But we were 2 weeks away from starting the season, and they were, I think, a week into pre-season training.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.